Hey there, Keely Schmidt here. Uh, Norwex consultant on Tuesday Night Live. And we're here, I'm here, um, with this lovely toilet, my new toilet, in the middle of my basement. Isn't that lovely? It's supposed to be in there, but as you can see, it is not in there. In there was flooded yesterday. We had water come out about a month or two ago, and my husband is a plumber, thank the Lord. He brought home the big snake, did it, said he cleared a thing or that there wasn't one, but this bathroom actually had complete water all over the floor yesterday. I am still like trying to get some of it still has like I was trying to jump on it to see if I could get water out from underneath, like it was coming up from underneath the floorboards. I'm praying that I won't have to replace the floor and we get it dried out. But in the meantime, my husband took the toilet out from there, and lovely man that he is, he set it right there. That's where it landed. And I thought, well, this will be, a great way for me to like show the bathroom cleaner. So the all-in-one, so if you can see the ring, I'm going to spray this. So I'll tell you so besides it being in, empty now, I learned a trick yesterday for getting the water out of the toilet, actually. But I'm going to just spray it. I told my husband, I said, I'm going to add a little water and stuff to the toilet down there. Is that going to be a problem? He says no. God, I hope it's true. But gosh, I swear to God, I usually don't get too upset about things anymore these days, just because it's like life is life and it's messy, but our basement looks so good, and I do not want to have to have it repaired, because this floor had to be reinstalled 4 times, 3.5 really. But I love it. I don't want, and the guy told me he will never work with this material again because it's beautiful once it's in, but putting it in was a nightmare. They went through so much extra flooring because it's durable, but putting it in, it's split on them frequently. So it was a nightmare. It took us not 8 months, I think, to get the basement redone. So yeah. So I thought it would be easy to just show like this toilet, cleaning the toilet since it's in the middle of my freaking room, right? But then I realized where he put it doesn't make it super easy for my angles and things. So I set up a couple spots to put the camera because as we have really hard water and it gets around the ring, and I thought I would try to show you the all-in-one bathroom cleaner. And so it comes in these little tiny pouches, and I just mix it with water in here. You get 3 of them in a pack, and this is our forever bottle. So that's what I just sprayed in here. Probably didn't need that much, but I wanted to show you the little pack it comes with. And we have 2 different toilet brushes. So first, last night in the spring hacks class thing that Norwex did, I learned if you dump a bucket of water, so it's got to be a decent size, probably a 2-gallon bucket, or, if you take a pot. She took a pot that looked like a big kettle, and she dumped it in her toilet. Now, granted, her toilet was still hooked up, and it flushed. It's called a bucket flush, but it doesn't refill all the way to to where the water ring, is. And so it allowed her then to spray the spray, or any bathroom cleaner that you use, on that line, and not have water, I always feel like the water is diluting it, and so that it's not going to stay on that area that I want to clean. So I thought that was a fabulous tip that I learned from watching that. And then she talked about our tub and tile cleaner set, which I don't love in our tub, especially upstairs, because it's got a lot of rounded corners. It's not like a big walk-in tile shower like most people are getting these days, or a lot of the videos are showing. But what she showed was you can actually put this tub and tile attachment on the mop handle, and I have arthritis in my hand, so I can't always get the buttons as easily as other people can. There we go. So this comes with two different attachments. This one has got Enviro Scrub and Enviro Cloth on one, and then this really durable like brush. And she showed that putting it on here allowed her to get behind the toilet in that small area without having to crawl back there. I mean, my body is not nearly in as good a shape as it was, when I was 20 or 30. And this adjusts. Remember, I've showed the mop here, so it, it goes. But usually when you're mopping, you want it between your nose and your chin for ergonomic, But so putting this on the mop and then being able to go around the toilet, I just thought was, because I have the small mini mop we have, and still I can't, our bathrooms, both of them are not big. They're, we live in a little rambler. So we do not have the luxury of, toilets out in, in the middle of living room areas to be able to clean around. So I thought that was a great, fabulous idea. So I love that hack I learned and wanted to share that. So obviously I don't have to clean around my toilet now. I can't get that to stay. Yeah, so I'm still going to let this all-in-one bathroom cleaner sit. And then I'm going to quick show you though. So we have the two toilet brushes. We have this one where the you can put the bathroom cleaner right in the top in the wand here, and it fills up. And so the all-in-one cleaner, which has descaler in it, two different kinds of descalers, and one's marine grade, and then other enzyme cleaners that help with all the things, the nasties in the bathroom. I do love this, and I find that I clean my toilet a lot more often, just real quickly, because it's right by the toilet, and I just take it and scrub real fast and go. What I don't love about this one is if I don't rinse it in the tub and before putting it back in here, there's water, it collects in the bottom and it doesn't always dry. So that's the thing I don't love about this one. I haven't figured out a way to have it sit up a little bit to let it dry. I think I'm going to have to try a few contraptions because I love having the soap in this one. But tonight, actually, I have never used this one, but people rave about it. This one has, it is more of a silicone brush, and this little guy here will get right underneath the curve, and when it sits in here, it sits up off of the bottom. So I really like that factor of it. So I thought since I was spraying this in here, I'd give that one a try. And while I'm letting that sit, see, I told you, remember, I'm no Vanna White. I thought I would also show you one other gross thing. I'd say buy a black light. Of course, then you will be grossed out in your own house. But so I'm going to set this up on my other stand here so that I can show you the outside here. So if I turn on my black light, you can see I have my husband who uses this toilet, and we have that one is the reflection, but you can see the pee. So and then there's more pee. It's harder to do with the light without you can see the specks if I hold it at the right angle. I know it's harder to see on. That's why I thought, well, this actually showed this spot better. So what I wanted to show, so I'm going to take one of these. I have never tried this on a toilet to see what it does. Maybe it will clean it just fine. This is, you know, those, I can't say the name. You're not supposed to say the name. But before I even pull that out, I actually grabbed a glove because I can't stand the smell of these, and I don't like having the chemicals on my hands anymore. So I'm going to take a plastic glove just to use the actual cleaner. Yeah. So this is the Lysol wipe, and I thought I would just try it and see how maybe it will clean it just fabulously, and it won't smear it around. But if you've seen my other demos, these actually smear the chemical around, and sometimes the germs. So I thought I would see, so because it goes all the way, but well, it looks like it's not too bad. So it's cleaning it off, but, and I can see a film, but it does look like it's at least getting the pee off easily. So this works good for cleaning the pee. You can't see it as well on here as you can on the cutting board things because of and it's white, so you can't see the film it's leaving on here because it's chemical. But so it will take it off easily, and oh, I just smeared it. So I don't know if you can see that, just smeared it instead of cleaning it. That now got it, but that is the problem with some of these, is then you transfer it. So if you set the glove and then you get transfer spots, if you use this, you know, around here. So you get it once, you're fine, but it looks like it will transfer. Not obviously as PE, but yeah, I'll get that with it. So I did grab my other cleaning cloth. Oh, dang it. I'll be right back. I grabbed my Enviro cloth and set it over here because I'm ADD and had a squirrel. All right, so this is our Enviro cloth folded in four. I wetted it down. And so, you know, I was saying to people that people are, you know, want to use chemicals, and that's fine. That's why we have the all-purpose cleaner now, or multi-purpose cleaner, which is like the old probiotic hard surface cleaner. And then the bathroom one, which I've always used a cleaner often in my bathroom. But for wiping things down and wanting to be able to show, you know, how well Norwex works, our EnviroCloth gets 99% of the germs and bacteria. And I wanted to quick show, so I'm going to do that and just show you how well that will clean up the pee. Look at that. No more pee mark. And see some. Now this has the, now I never use a cloth that I've used in my bathroom over again, you know, I say, but I always still let it dry because the silver goes to work cleaning it. Now, if I had a smaller one, because we have travel size ones, which I keep meaning to like put one in my bathroom and hang it up, because if it dries, it self cleans with the silver in the cloths, because there's silver in the cloth, and it will disinfect itself basically. So then I would reuse the cloth in the bathroom if it wasn't really dirty, if I just used it for fresh, you know, touching things up. But this size, I don't just hang in my bathroom anywhere because it's pretty big. So, but a smaller one for touch-ups, I would definitely do that with. So, but I wanted to show that this is going to get all your germs too. So, EnviroCloth, E for everything. All right, now I'm going to try and show you. And see, I haven't used, well, I have used the all-in-one on my upstairs bathroom, but not necessarily on the ring that's in the toilet. So I'm hoping this won't fall in. I have a different MIG. So can you see the ring that's all there? So I was going to use my EnviroCloth or my scrubber. I'll use this Enviro. Well, I was going to use this. All right, let's see. We'll try with this. So I put that in here, and you can see and that is actually coming off really pretty easily. Now, I don't have extra water in there, but I did just spray it at the beginning of this video, and because I wanted to be able to see how it worked, just for having, you know, a few minutes in here. A lot of times I'll let it sit even longer, or I'll respray it on things, but this will be good, I guess, if it doesn't all come off, because then I can show you what I do, what else I would use. So it came off on this side, but not completely on this side yet, at least not as easily. So sometimes we get those, you know, spots that don't clean quite as easily. And this little guy then can go up underneath the rim, and so we have a bidet. So that is another thing to clean around. But it will go around here nicely and get underneath that rim, and then behind our bidet, and underneath there on our bidet. Best thing ever was our bidet, you guys, during COVID. Oh my gosh, seriously. I will never go back. It's like, I feel like if I have to, you know, not use a bidet, it feels primitive. It's like, oh my gosh, that's gross. I can't not have a bidet now. All right, so I'm going to go grab, because see this little line in here? I'm going to go grab my cleaning paste, because of course I didn't grab that. It's right over on the side over here, though. 1 second. So because I am immunocompromised, I am more careful about germs, especially when Jamie uses something, because he's not immunocompromised, but I am. And so I just, especially during cold and flu season, I try not to be putting my hands in toilets and that, you know, things he uses. But okay, so cleaning paste. That's the cleaning paste here. I don't have my scrubber down here, but I'm going to see if that works, or if this works just this way here with my little cleaning paste on there. It's coming off. There we go. Not as quickly as I would like. And I don't, like I said, I don't have my other scrubber down here, but let's see. So, there we go. I'm still scrubbing. So here I would spray more of the descaler, the bathroom. This is the all-in-one bathroom thingy. And I would get my Ultra Scrub cloth, which that I do have down here. I think, yes. All right, let me just do that and I'll show you. So sometimes you need even more power, and then you have this bad boy, and this takes so many things off. This is what cleaned my tub, and you can use it on porcelain. And there it's coming. But even here, see, hard water sucks. We got to get a softener again. But I don't like that it's still even there that much. It's mostly gone. But so this would be a day I would use, or a spot I would use my full blown descaler on it. But it is much better, but it's not to what I would want. And I'm guessing most of you would not want. So this is the cleaning paste does work some, but it doesn't take it all off when it's that caked on there. So then I would use the descaler. Which this usually needs a little time to sit, but this is even more powerful. See those hard water stains? So this is our descaler, and it will cut through. I haven't had anything that hasn't gotten through. There we go. So that's taken that off now. So this is what I learn as I go here. So some of those hard water stains needs a full-blown descaler. This is our new toilet. I haven't cleaned it obviously as much as I should, although I try not to should on myself. There we go. So, much better. Granted, though, I still can't rinse it with full water. My husband said I can't fill it with water to rinse it off. But, so, full-blown descaler is what the big rim needed. All right. So, we went through a lot, I know. And I'm trying to keep these shorter, and I thought it would work with that. But it's good that you saw that it didn't, because that way I could show you other options that we have. Because sometimes everything that goes on in layers comes off in layers often. So just because it might not come off in the first go around doesn't mean that it's not going to come off, or that some of it's not coming off already, If it goes on in layers, it usually comes off in layers. So that's like my shower upstairs. Although this cloth and that shower was miraculous. If you didn't see it, I think it's still out in the group here. Yeah, so, but cleaning up the pee even, EnviroCloth, this is the Ultra Scrub and cleaning paste, and then the all-in-one bathroom cleaner. Fabulous. And I'm hoping that next week my toilet will not be sitting in the middle of my living area, which will make doing a video even harder in my bathroom, which is why I decided to do this. Maybe I'll have to try to save this video. They delete them now so quickly. But yeah, so hopefully this is helpful for you to get to see, some of the products and how well they work, and why I'm crabby that my toilet is in the middle of my living room. Hopefully we won't have to replace the floor. I love my husband, but I don't think he cleaned, well, he didn't go through the whole, I love the man, but sometimes, I don't know about you, but do you ever just want to, murder them in their sleep? All right, when he's snoring, yes, I do. I love him, but I really think that he cleaned out one line and didn't do the harder line. So if we get or have to replace this bathroom floor, I won't kill him, but I will imagine probably. Deep breath. All right. So on top of that, here's another fun thing. His van needed $2,800 worth of work. My van needs more, and is leaking, and something else hit us too that we have to pay for. I'm like, are you kidding me? When it rains, it storms or it pours, and things come in threes, so right? So, but I got my taxes done this last week. Don't go to H&R Block over in Maplewood. It was a fortune. I normally do it myself. I used to love doing my taxes. As I've gotten older, my brain does not work as well. Menopause and just my ADD and depression don't help. But $550, and I did all the work. He just inputted it because I wanted somebody to look it over. No, not doing that again. But anyhow, I digress. Yeah. So if you watch this and hate cleaning your toilet, also, I'm with you. Comment, say hello. Um, Let me know if you have questions or, um, yeah, anything. So, hope this is helpful. Hope you guys are doing well. Um, and wish me luck and my husband. Bye.